Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to another lecture regarding the classification of the antibiotic. So when talking about the classification of antibiotics, so let's come. I just wanted to be elaborate the things that is mostly related to the classification of the antibiotic. This is one of the graph that shows that classification of the antibiotics. Firstly, the mostly useful antibiotic, which is the cell wall synthesis inhibitors drugs, and in this cell wall synthesis inhibitor drugs, the mostly the drug penicillin and cephalosporin is also included in this category. These are just thoroughly introduced, and after that, I will tell you in a detail all the things that we will taught in a detail. Let's second option is second class of antibiotic, which is the protein synthesis inhibitors drugs. In the protein synthesis inhibitor drugs, tetracycline is included, aminoglycoside is included, and macrolides is included. And another category is a tigecycline, also one of the part of this protein synthesis inhibitor drugs. Basically, these drugs is just mostly inhibit the translation steps into the bacteria, so the bacteria cannot synthesize the proteins. If the bacteria cannot synthesize protein, as soon as possible the bacteria cannot maintain its shape, and the bacteria is going to be die. So through this way, the bacteria is going to be die with the help of this protein synthesis inhibitor drugs. And when you're talking about the nucleic acid synthesis inhibitor drugs, so the words itself shows that this drugs inhibit the nucleic acid. Nucleic acid means mostly the nucleic acid mostly means the attack on DNA and RNA. Means when we prescribe this drug, that this nucleic acid synthesis inhibitor drugs attack on the DNA and RNA of the bacteria. So one of the category into the nucleic acid is the fluoroquinoline, is one of the part of the nucleic acid synthesis inhibitor drugs. And another is the last one is the anti-folate drugs. Anti-folate drugs basically is a means this drug is means inhibit the folate synthesis, because folate is the essential part of the DNA synthesis for the bacteria. If the folate is not synthesized, then bacteria cannot form its DNA. If the DNA is not formed, then the bacteria cannot survive, and through this way, bacteria is going to be die. So in anti-folate drugs, the one of the example is the sulfonamide. So this is just thoroughly introduce the antibiotic classification. After that, I will tell you in a detail. Now we will talking about cell wall synthesis inhibitor drugs into the next lecture, inshallah. And if you have any query regarding the antibiotics, so you can ask from me and to the comment box. And if you have any query, so you can also communicate with me on WhatsApp, and Gmail accounts is also mentioned on my TikTok account. And before this lecture, you just go to the what is the difference between the antibiotics and antimicrobial. One of the lectures is also upload into my channel, so just go ahead and just see. And after that lecture, you just see these things, because the antibiotics, what is before you know the antibiotics and the difference between antibiotics and antimicrobial, if you don't know the difference between antibiotics and antimicrobial, then this concept you cannot understand. So you just go see the lecture what is difference between antibiotics and antimicrobial. So this is all about today. Thank you.